Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 5 of this Wolves beta save in FM23. I'm the Custard Prophet, and we're back after, pretty much after the January transfer window. There's been a load of stuff going on. We have signed in a Real Madrid midfielder in his prime years, and we're also on a 7-match unbeaten run. You'd think I'd be happy, but I'm really not. So, what on earth has been going on? Well, lots and lots has been going on. We've hit a transfer window, which does mean players in, players out. Not particularly happy with the players out and the price that we've got for them, but needs must. We couldn't really say no. Let's go and have a look at that now. So, you can see there, players out. It is a plethora of players out. He-Chan, he's gone. For 9 million quid to Tigres, I was pretty happy with this. I didn't see a future for the lad. So we got rid of him. Tyler Roberts, he's gone to Jamaica. What's not to love about that? He was a young player, really not worth much money. Diego Costa, he's on a lot of money. He's not getting games. We got rid of him. 1.6 million. Get him off the wage budget. He's chugging up a whole load of wages that we could use elsewhere. Another young lad's going on loan, and then the big one, Ruben Neves, left for £23.5 million. There's an extra load of bonuses potentially on that, but the reason we had to get rid of him so cheap, his contract was up at the end of the season and he did not want to sign another contract, so we had no choice. We had to sell him for as much as we possibly could, but his price was diminishing day upon day, and I was pretty happy with getting that amount of money for him, but obviously he's worth probably double that, and he's gone to Arsenal, so disappointing. So who has come in? How have we put this right? I don't think we've managed to fully, so let's have a look. So first player in to give us a little bit up front on the wing, that sort of thing, is Joaquim Correa, a player I've signed previously. I think when we did the challenge with Juventus a couple of FMs ago, in the Versus challenge, I signed it then, and I think he's a very good versatile player, fast as heck, which we like, really good on the ball as well. There's not a huge amount of negatives when you look at the attributes that really matter. Looking at him, positioning maybe not great, work rate not great, concentration not great, but there's so much that's really good here. He will be joining permanently. He's only 28. I like this signing a heck of a lot. He's not started great, granted, but we need to find the right place, and certainly he can play up top, and maybe that is where we need to play him alongside the other guy. So that's all I've done. That's the only transfer. So we've managed to replace the right-sided midfield. We've got someone who can play up to replace Diego Costa, but we have yet to replace Ruben Neves. I did mention a Real Madrid midfielder. Let's go and have a look at that player and what's going to be happening. Yeah, probably not the one you wanted or hoped. It is Dani Ceballos, who I think he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. We're not paying an awful lot of money. He has got a fairly hefty wage behind him. So he's not the fastest. He's pretty small, but he's not really slow. But he has got all the skills, and we like that. Someone who can pass the ball super accurately to the players, sort of the attacking players, is kind of what we need in that position. So he seems a good replacement for Nuno Gomez. Not Nuno Gomez, Ruben Neves. We know what we're talking about. Right, so don't know. Let me know what you think there. We're still waiting on a work permit on that one, but hopefully that will be sorted out. So, schedule. This is ludicrous. Last time you were with us, we had the 2-0 victory over Newcastle. I was excited. We had a run of games where I felt we could do something. We had a tough game against Arsenal coming up, and I think Liverpool as well, potentially. But, there was a lot of positives in there. And as I said, we've gone on a 7-match unbeaten run. It's got to have gone well, surely. Well, we look at the first couple there, losing 3-0 away against Brighton. This was just woeful. We were terrible in front of goal. No good at all. We then played Southampton away in the Cup, and this was hugely undeserved. We were ahead in the penalty shootout, and we missed our last penalty, which was sad. It was very, very sad. So, in the end, they did take the lead, and we clawed our way back with Max Kilman getting the goal, and then Raul Jimenez getting a late goal to level it up. We had 2 or 3 chances to make good and actually win the game, but we failed. But then after that, we had the World Cup, and then we went to play Crystal Palace, and we won this 3-0. Raul Jimenez, Ruben Neves, and Mateus Nunes. And I was thinking, aha, we are on for some good stuff. And then we had to play Arsenal. Drew 2-2. This was a game. They had a player sent off, Gabriel Jesus. We changed the formation for a slightly more defensive formation away from home. They went 2-0 up with Martinelli, and we were late on in the game. We tried to change things up, and 2 crosses came in. Diego Costa and Adama Traore got on the end of it. 2-2, happy as Larry with that. Great result. And I thought, we are going to take this form now and absolutely do some blitzkrieg on everyone else. Did we? Well, we played Fulham up next. We went 1-0 up with a penalty. Pretty nothingy first half. Played a lot better in the second half, but De Cordova-Reid got himself a goal. They didn't have many chances. We were better in the XG, but we didn't win the game. Then we played Leicester at home. We went 1-0 down. We clawed it back from Diego Costa. Went 2-1 down. Clawed it back from Adama Traore. But again, I think in this one we had a couple of disallowed goals. XG was much better than Leicester's, but we didn't win the game. Then played Preston in the FA Cup. Comfortable win, fair amount of change. A late goal though from Ruben Neves, but we were well in control of that game. Then we played bottom of the table Nottingham Forest. We were 3 goals down with the first 3 shots of the game. And we looked down and out. Adama Traore got a goal back, and then they went 4-1 up, and we were down and out. And then all of a sudden, we started playing the most sublime football and got ourselves right back into it. Neves, Jimenez, and then the most ridiculous goal from Adama Traore right at the end. And we had chance and chance after chance, and we had such a higher XG than them. They had about 1. We were in the 3.5, 3.6. Still, we didn't win the game. And then we just played Tottenham at home and had a better XG than them. Scored a goal. Jimenez again. We conceded. Really poor goalkeeping from Sarr. He's been suspect quite a lot of this period. Better XG. Didn't win the game. There is a pattern there. There is no way we should have not won a single Premier League game since the game against Crystal Palace, because we have had better XG in every single one of them apart from the Arsenal game. And that's frustrating. And some of them way better, but we just cannot keep a clean sheet. And it's very frustrating. So, I don't know whether this is something to do, because at this point here, after the Palace game, this is where the update was. And I don't know whether the update, because it was supposed to just fix development, has it done something else? Has it just meant that I have to draw every game now for the rest of our eternity? We will see. But we'll be playing Southampton, and I'm hoping we don't draw another game. I hope we can win it, or even lose it. I mean, it would be different to what we're doing at the minute, but that's what we're going to do. Let's go and play that game. Right, here we go. Yeah, it's ludicrous. Has anyone else had a stupid amount of draws? Is it just me after the update? Because I can't work out. Some of them made no sense. We were creating chance after chance after chance. It was just kind of weird. And the game against Wolves, we should never have got back into that. We were 4-1 down, and then we just blitzed them, and then we should have gone ahead. It was mad, a mad game of football. I mean, it would have been a good one to watch. Hopefully this one against Southampton is interesting at least. Right, I'm going to set the team up. So we are really, really lacking in players at the minute. We really do need 1 or 2 additional players in this team, but as things stand, we're not getting them. We have 1 player coming in, as you've seen, and I think it would be great if we could bring in another striker, perhaps, or someone just a little bit more depth to this squad, because at the minute we are just struggling to put a team out. Right, here we go. Again, we've not tended to start very well. It'd be nice just to start quickly. I don't know what that feels like. Realise we haven't gone through the team, so we'll do that very quickly. Jimenez up top, Correa, Guedes and Traore as the front 3. Mateus Nunes and Matinho behind them, and Nori, Kilman, Ambrosio and Semedo across the back line with Sarr in goal. Right, potentially something going on here. Mateus with the corner, clips it in. It's Kilman. He had a header hit the post there. Chance here, Mateus Nunes, and he's gone deep there. So first opportunity went to us. We hit the post with it. Right, we've got a free kick here. It has been a lot of Wolves pressure up to now, but Raul, and it's in, and we've hit the other post. What does that? No, it was a save. It was a save. Right, here we go. Matinho. Just going to chip it in. I feel we didn't quite get there. We've got it back here. There's a chance from Guedes. And yeah, it just flops up in the air and straight into Bazuna's hands. Well, it's down the other end. It's gone to Ward-Prowse. And we have cleared it. Maitland-Niles has a whack at it there. And here's Correa. He's done really well there to get out, but we didn't quite manage it. And Silas. Oh, that is just just annoying. We did everything, didn't we? Apart from just the ball fell to them, and in it goes from Che Adams. But we are 1-0 down. So is this going to be a loss? I mean, are we going to break the cycle? There's a lovely through ball, and it was just unlucky the way that just flipped up off the defender's foot. Right, injury. Nunes is injured. Hopefully it's not serious because we don't have anyone else. And so Traore is on. We grow thinner. I'm going to change these 2 around though. Correa through the centre, maybe that'll work. Well, 1-0 down. And I am... It feels very, very similar to what's happened before. We do okay, but we're just lacking that cutting edge a little bit. We've got reasonable XG. In fact, Southampton have got better XG than us. This is a rarity. So yeah, here's Armstrong, chips it in, and it's over the top. So the chances are going their way. You can't deny that. Well, we just pushed Correa up to a deep line forward position. Looks like we might have a highlight here. Maybe not. Bazunu, he clears it up. And Guedes loses out with that one. And Walker-Peters down the right side. And, well, that is beautiful defending there. But we do look a little bit lacking in ideas, it has to be said at the minute. Ball out there. And, yeah. Can we turn this around? Semedo. It's highlights happening, so that's a lovely ball round the corner. And there we go, it's 1-1. I mean, we've had a lot of disallowed goals, but I don't think that could possibly be disallowed because it was played back across. Yeah, this was nice. Semedo, lovely little ball round the corner here. Adama Traore, lots of space, and Raul Jimenez just passes it into the back of the net, and we've Are we going to continue on this run of draws? Or maybe there's something else here. Moutinho. No, it's out. No. No. Tackle him. Tackle him. That's it. Well, not quite. Get your foot in. Get your foot in, man. Oh, it's a lovely save there. And that's another place we are getting done too frequently, is on the break. We are regularly being battered on the break, and I don't like it. There we go. Guedes heads it out. Come on. Just get your head to it, boys. Oh, Adama Traore. He was shoved. Good, good. Well, continue. Can we possibly win this when we probably don't deserve it this time round? That would be nice. Right, couple of changes. Johnny is on at left back and Neto is on at right midfield. So two fairly strong players come on. I don't think we've really lost quality bringing them on. Hopefully it just gives us a little bit of a boost. We'll encourage the team and hopefully that can do the business. Playing well now. Right, we potentially got the ball here. Semedo. Lovely ball through. It's Neto. Nicely done. Moutinho. A lot of space here. Oh, Traore goes over the top. He might have put that one away. There was the chance. Johnny on the left side. Not sure why he's Otto, but there we go. And back to the goalkeeper. Just be sensible with this. That's it. Ambrosia. Who's been solid. A solid signing. Moutinho. Neto. It's through to Bazuna. Not ideal. You know what's happening. It's going to be a bomb up the pitch. We're going to lose. No, we're not. Moutinho. This isn't. Oh, God almighty. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, is it going to end there? Are we going to finally lose a game? And if we do, can we shoot that defender? What are you doing, man? And we were playing well at that point. I think I've got one change to make, but well, we're bringing on Kalazic, and we'll bring off Kilman because yeah. I got him as a ball playing defender. Well, we won't be making that mistake again, will we? Well, there we go. We have to celebrate that because the run of weird draws is over. Now, they did have better XG than us, so you'd say they deserve to win it. It's not what's been happening recently to us, but yeah, that mistake that Kilman gave up, absolutely stupid mistake. And yeah, we were punished. We were duly punished. So it's not good at the minute. And I'm struggling to put it right, which is fun. We like this. I'm just not very good at it. So we're going to get angry at them. They're all pleased about that, which is great. And we're going to have to try and figure out what the heck to do. Because we just seem not to be able to stop people scoring against us. Probably because we've got a crappy team. But we didn't seem to at the start of the season. So I'm a bit confused now. It's interesting. We had 61% possession there and still managed to lose it, which is spectacular. But I mean, we're well above the drop zone. That's fine at the minute. I'm not worried about that. We are a little bit shy of this top half position, which we do need to try and make sure we're in. Only a couple of points at this point, but we need to win games to make sure we stay there. We're not winning the games, and it's annoying. We should be. So, yeah, we're going to have a look at the schedule, and we'll have a look where we're coming back. What I want you to do, folks, is to let me know what I've been doing wrong, how I should put this right, because as things stand, I am struggling to figure it out. I think we need some more tweaks. I think we definitely need a few more players in, because I can't really rotate the squad at the minute, and we know how important rotation is. And we've lost Mateus Nunes for 3 to 4 weeks. So that, my folks, is not ideal either. I don't know whether that's a goodie. Come back for the away game against Fulham. So it'll give us a good idea of where we sit in a interesting run of games where we could certainly pick up points. We could certainly drop lots of points there as well. So we will see how the land lies at that point. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. Of course, I want your comments down below letting me know what I've been doing wrong, why I've been not picking up wins. Have you been drawing lots of games and struggling not to concede? I want to hear all of these things. And if that's the case, yeah, drop it down in the comments. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you like it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one, where hopefully I'll still be in with a job, and we will be turned things around and be kicking Fulham's ass. That's what we're doing. See you then. Bye-bye.